Ever wondered why Chicago is famously known as the Windy City? Contrary to popular belief, the nickname has little to do with the city's meteorological conditions. The true origin of the moniker is as layered and intriguing as the city itself. Let's wind the clock back to the mid-19th century. Founded in 1833, Chicago quickly emerged as a bustling hub of commerce and culture. The city's rapid growth was fueled in part by the hot air, or wind, of its politicians. The term Windy City was supposedly coined by 19th century journalists to describe the long-winded speeches of Chicago's political leaders. This is the first layer of our story. The second layer unfolds during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a period marked by the city's meteoric rise. Despite a devastating fire in 1871 that left a third of the city in ashes, Chicago rebounded with a vigor that was nothing short of miraculous. The wind of the Windy City thus came to symbolize its indomitable spirit, its ability to rise from the ashes and reach for the sky. Today, the Windy City is a vibrant metropolis teeming with world-class architecture, a rich culinary scene, and a thriving arts and culture sector. This is the third layer of our tale, where the wind represents the vibrancy and dynamism of the city's culture. It's in the jazz notes that fill the air in Uptown, the murals that adorn the walls in Pilsen, the laughter that rings out in the comedy clubs of Old Town. So the next time you hear Chicago referred to as the Windy City, remember that the wind is not a reference to the chilly gusts blowing off Lake Michigan. Rather, it's a nod to the city's colorful past, its resilient spirit, and its vibrant culture. Chicago's real wind lies not in its weather, but in the powerful gusts of its vibrant history and culture. Imagine a city that rose from the ashes, literally. Now let's rewind to the year 1871. It was a year marked by a catastrophe that would change the face of Chicago forever: the Great Chicago Fire. The flames that danced across the city left nothing but ashes and despair in their wake. But here's where the story of Chicago takes a turn. Instead of succumbing to the ashes, Chicago decided to rise. The city that once lay in ruins was now a blank canvas, ready to be painted with new dreams and aspirations. The rebuilding process was not just about erecting buildings, it was about redefining the cityscape, and with it, the world's idea of architecture. The city's resurrection was a spectacle to behold. Architects and engineers from across the globe gathered in Chicago, each bringing their unique vision and style. They looked at the ruins and saw not destruction, but an opportunity, a chance to make history. The city's rebirth gave rise to a new era in architecture, the birth of the skyscraper. The home insurance building, finished in 1885, is often hailed as the world's first skyscraper. It stood 10 stories tall, a giant among the ruins, reaching for the sky with its steel skeleton. But it was just the beginning. The years that followed saw the Chicago skyline transform, reaching higher and higher into the sky. The skyscrapers became the city's new identity, a symbol of its indomitable spirit. These towering structures, each a marvel of design and engineering, stand as a testament to the city's resilience and innovation. From the ashes of the Great Fire, Chicago rose, and it rose high. A city that was once a pile of ashes is now a skyline that inspires awe and admiration. The skyscrapers of Chicago are more than just buildings. They are monuments to human courage and ingenuity, standing tall against the sky, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, we can rise. Indeed, Chicago is a testament to resilience and innovation. What makes Chicago a cultural melting pot, you may wonder? Well, the answer lies in its rich tapestry of diverse ethnic groups, each contributing a unique thread to the weave that is Chicago's vibrant culture. Over the centuries, immigrants from all corners of the globe have made their way to Chicago, bringing with them their traditions, their cuisines, and their music. The city's neighborhoods are a testament to this diversity, with enclaves like Chinatown, Little Italy, Greektown, and Pilsen, each a microcosm of its namesake's culture. But the cultural mosaic of Chicago is not just about its diverse ethnic makeup, it's also about the music. The Windy City has been a major player in the evolution of American music. From the soulful strains of blues and jazz that waft through the air in clubs and bars, to the pulsating beats of house music that echo through the city's nightclubs, Chicago has been pivotal in shaping these genres. The city's musical contributions are as diverse as its populace. The South Side gave birth to the Chicago blues, a genre that would forever change the landscape of American music. The West Side, on the other hand, is the birthplace of house music, a genre that has given the city's youth a voice and a platform. Now let's talk about food, because no discussion of culture is complete without it. Chicago's culinary scene is a smorgasbord of delights, reflecting the city's multicultural makeup. Deep dish pizza, a glorious cheesy pie that's more like a casserole than a traditional pizza, is a city specialty. Then there's the Chicago-style hot dog, a savory treat loaded with a garden's worth of toppings and served in a poppy seed bun. These dishes and many more tell the story of the cultural influences that have shaped the city. Chicago, a city where cultures intermingle, creating a unique and flavorful tapestry. Indeed, it's a city that embraces diversity, cherishes its history, and continues to evolve, all while creating a culture that's distinctly its own. Ever heard the roar of a crowd at a Chicago sports event? It's a sound that embodies the spirit of the Windy City, passionate, relentless, and full of heart. In Chicago, sports are not just a pastime. They're a way of life, a common language that unites the city's diverse population. Let's start with baseball. Chicago is home to not one, but two Major League Baseball teams, the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. The Cubs, affectionately known as the North Siders, play their games at the historic Wrigley Field. On the other side of town, the White Sox, or the South Siders, hold court at Guaranteed Rate Field. This geographical split has given rise to one of the most intense rivalries in American sports, known as the Crosstown Classic. Then there's basketball. The Chicago Bulls need no introduction. Once graced by the likes of Michael Jordan, the Bulls have left an indelible mark on the sport. Their red, black, and white colors are recognized around the globe, and their 6 NBA championships have etched their place in history. In the realm of American football, the Chicago Bears reign supreme. Known for their hard-nosed defense and blue-collar work ethic, the Bears reflect the city's tough, never-say-die attitude. The team's rich history and the fervor of their fans make every Bears game an unforgettable experience. Let's not forget about hockey. The Chicago Blackhawks, one of the original 6 teams of the National Hockey League, hold a special place in the hearts of Chicagoans. Their thrilling games and triumphant victories have made them a staple of the city's sports scene. Each of these teams, in their own way, embodies the spirit of Chicago. They're more than just sports franchises. They're symbols of community, resilience, and pride. They represent the city's past, its present, and its future. And their stories, like those of the city they call home, are filled with highs and lows, triumphs and heartbreaks, legends and underdogs. In Chicago, sports are more than just games, they're a way of life. What lies at the heart of Chicago? It's a question that prompts contemplation, for the heart of this city is as varied and vibrant as the people who call it home. It's a spirit, a pulse, a rhythm that thrums through the streets, the skyscrapers, the parks, and the neighborhoods. But if you listen closely, you can hear it. The heart of Chicago beats with perseverance. This is a city that knows struggle, that has seen hardship and turmoil, and has come out stronger on the other side. From the ashes of the Great Fire to the challenges of the 21st century, Chicago has shown time and again that it doesn't just survive, it thrives. This spirit of resilience is palpable, etched into the city's architecture, whispered by the wind that sweeps through its streets. But perseverance is just one facet of this multifaceted heart. Innovation, too, pulses through the veins of Chicago. This is a city that dared to reach for the sky, that birthed the skyscraper, and that continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. From the glittering lights of the Magnificent Mile to the groundbreaking scientific research conducted at its world-class universities, Chicago is a city that's always looking to the future, never content to rest on its laurels. And then there's diversity, the lifeblood of the city. Chicago is a cultural mosaic, a melting pot of people and cultures from around the world. It's a city where you can find every language, every cuisine, every tradition. This diversity is Chicago's strength, its pride, its soul. It shapes the city's culture, its values, its very identity. At the heart of Chicago, you'll find a city that's always moving forward, yet never forgetting its roots. It's a city that embodies perseverance, innovation, and diversity. It's a city that's as complex, as dynamic, and as beautiful as the heart that beats within it.